Hope and Ambition was really about finding people who knew about what they were doing but were enthusiastic and had ambition maybe to do something different or to want to work creatively and to be interested in working collaboratively. My name is Sarah Perrem and I am a trustee in the Main Street Club Trust. My dad was a governor of the trust, so when I was a teenager back in the 80s, he would come home and he'd be late for dinner or whatever because he would have gone to a meeting. And my father got involved because his father was involved, and also briefly my mother's father was involved. I think that was kind of both in the late 70s. I had gone, when they sold the building in Fenian Street in 2007, my father asked me to go and help him clean it out, and just in case there was any files left in cupboards. And then after that, I did some admin work. And then after that, I helped with the history book. That was 2017. And then I became a trustee in 2018. Somebody who worked in the INU, whose name I can't remember, telling me a story about one of their participants who was very long-term unemployed and had never really participated much in any social things, never voted, and felt that that part of society didn't have anything to do with him. He came in one day and he said he heard somebody walk past somebody on the street that was, talking about politics. I can't remember what it would have been at the time. And he stopped to ask them what they were talking about and to give his opinion. And he was delighted. He came in that day to the training session and was like, I've never done that before. I've never felt that I could have an opinion before, even though it was something that was just going on in the country. Hope and Ambition was really about finding people who knew about what they were doing but were enthusiastic and had ambition maybe to do something different or to want to work creatively and to be interested in working collaboratively. Blossom Ireland was in the first round. They support children with learning difficulties. The Intercultural Language Service, which is a fantastic organisation that does language training. Then there's the Irish Refugee Council. They were involved. Obviously, they're quite a big organisation, but we were involved with them specifically in relation to their youth outreach work. And then Glen Cree, which is also a very big organisation that's involved in a lot of things. So we specifically were involved with them to do with their community outreach work. Who am I missing? Rua Red, where is it? Connection to Here, who initially we were involved with connection with Travision. Things have shifted a little bit obviously since the first round of funding, but not a huge amount. I think the collaborative piece of Hope and Ambition, in all senses, is the strength of it. It is based on mutual respect, and so that the feedback we get feels very real. There was a previous round of funding that we did where collaboration happened, but it wasn't part of the design of the programme. It was a very happy accident. So I think we brought that through, but the difference here is that it's really right from the very beginning in the contract. I kind of feel very strongly that the Hope and Ambition programme, that is the future of the Main Street Club.